Welcome to the first video in the series on the Wellington Urban Ultramarathon. So we're here at Owhiro Bay, so you've just come down from the windmill, run all the way around through red rocks and along the beach. And in doing that you've clocked up 42 kilometres, you've just done a marathon. Well done. And you may be thinking about this stage of the race that I wish I'd chosen the shorter version of the race because I'd be finished now. But alas you didn't, and so now you've got a lot more running to do. Right, so we're going to be leaving the aid station here at Owhiro Bay and heading to Tawa Tawa Reserve. But what we know about aid stations in the WUU2K is that after them there's a hill climb, and this one's no different. It's delayed by a couple of kilometres, but it's still a hill climb. You're off to the tip track, and that's about 3.5 kilometres of climbing and then 3.5 kilometres of descent before you get to the next aid station. So let's get stuck into that then. So as you can see, this first part just runs along the beachfront. It's flat, really easy running. Now we're going to turn the corner and it's just a gentle uphill grade to the bottom of the tip track. Just coming past Barter Place. That's where the Barter Shoe Factory outlet store is. Really good place to get cheap shoes. So that first corner is about 1 kilometre. And so now we've got a gentle run through the suburb up to the tip track. So you come past a big long sports field on your right hand side, on the other side of the road, and then there's a road that comes in from the side, Murchison Street, and the road comes up and goes around the corner. Once you get around the corner you'll be able to see the bottom of the tip track. The first taken just under 2.5 k's so far. And before you know it, you're at the bottom of the tip track. So you can break the tip track climb down into 3 sections. The first section is quite steep, and you just need to grind away at that. There's a middle section that's quite runnable, it's a bit of up, bit of down, and then the third section is quite steep again. So, and they're about 1k each. So use those as markers of how well you're doing. The best strategy for the hill climb here is to just grind at it. Go slow, take your time, but just keep moving. And that's the big secret, just keep moving. So I can run this to the top in about 40 minutes on fresh legs. And that's not running fast, it's just not stopping. So we'll see how we get on today. It'll be kind of interesting. So this first section here starts off super steep. Pretty much you want to walk up this first bit, but then it levels off a little bit and then gets steep again. So sitting here talking about it's not getting it done. So let's crack into the climb. So as you can see, you took up that first bit, you get a flat bit for a couple of metres, and then it's just time to start grinding. And grind we shall. So as you can see, the track's pretty rough in places, and in places it levels off a bit so you can get a bit of running on, but then you come up to this big fence post here, and you get around the corner and then it gets really steep again. As you can see, he winds up, follows around, goes all the way up. One of the good things about this track though is it's really sheltered in here, particularly from a southerly. So where we started this morning, out on the south coast, there's a bit of a southerly breeze blowing, not much, but enough to be a bit cold when you're sweating. Remember, the WUU2K is run in winter, so southerlies will be cold. But when you get in here, it's nice and sheltered. So if you're having a bit of a hard day out, even though you've got a climb going on, you get some protection from the elements here. So as you wind up, you start to get some views, and then the track will kind of level off a bit. And you start thinking, whoops, I can probably run a bit of this. And that's a good sign. That means you've done that first steep bit. So just around the corner here, we'll go through what used to be a gate, and then you've got some nice up or downhill running for about the next kilometre. This bit around the corner can be a bit exposed, so just be careful coming around it. If it's a really windy day, you don't get caught out by the wind as you come around. And as you come through here, you can see where this all started. You got Mount Kauko way out in the distance there. You got the windmill, so you can see where you went to from there. And then way out in the city there is where we're going to end up. Out over there. But first, we've got the rest of this climb to do. And all good things must come to an end. So you can see once we finish this bit here, we get back into another big uphill. And then you're going to grind on that all the way to the top. But that's only about another kilometre or so. And if you've made it up that first section, that was only about a kilometre or so you can do that again. But then you've got a nice long downhill to look forward to after that, so keep that in mind. Still grinding. You can see bits of this track are really rocky, really rough, and then you've got other bits here are really loose. Not so bad going up, you can kind of manage that, but coming down again can be really problematic. So you want to watch your footing, both going up and coming down. But as you come up, the higher you get, the better the views you get. And on a nice day, you get to turn around and have a look at the city. Just up ahead, over here you can see one of the soul destroying corners. So the thing about these corners is, it looks like once you get around that corner, it's almost the finish. But then you find you get around the corner and there's a whole bunch more track to go. There's quite a few corners like that. Nothing lasts forever. Not even the tip track climb. And so you reach this point, there'll be marshals will be here. You'll probably remember their smiling faces. And they'll tell you, you're done, turn around, go back down again. Which is a nice thing to hear. So then what you need to do is exactly that, turn around, head back down the hill. And as I pointed out, it's all quite rocky, so be careful of your footing when you go down. But that's the big hard climb over. There's only 2 more climbs to go, or 3 more climbs to go really. And none of them are this big. So pat yourself on the back, get yourself a drink of water, drop a gel or a bit of food or whatever you need, and know you've cracked the back of it. And now you just need to run down to the aid station at Tawatawa before 4 o'clock. You need to get down there, get through the aid station and be on your way. If you can do that before 4 o'clock, you're pretty much guaranteed to finish. Coming through the top of the tip track the first time, when you come down from the windmill, you need to be through there by about 1 o'clock in the afternoon in order to have enough time to go around the bottom, come up the tip track, go down and make it to the aid station at Tawatawa. Otherwise you'll miss the cutoff. If you come through after 1 o'clock, they won't cut you at the top, but as it says on the website, you're going to find it really hard. It's going to be a big mission to make it to the aid station in time. It can be done, and I know this because I did it. I hit the top here at 1 o'clock and I was completely shattered, I don't mind saying, and I made it to the aid station at Tawa at 5 minutes to 4. So it's possible to do it. So if you come through there at 1 o'clock and you're thinking that's the end of your race, it's not necessarily the end. You can make it. You just need to knuckle down and really give it your best, and you can make it to the finish. So I got through the aid station by 4 o'clock and made it all the way to the finish and got my finisher's medal. So it's never over till it's over. And the tip track may seem like an insurmountable thing to do when your body is so tired, so sore, and it's so late in the race and you think there's no chance in hell of me making it. Just never give up, never stop moving. And that's the big secret to coming up the tip track, is just don't stop moving. You know, if you have to walk, walk, but don't stop. Just keep going up and you'll find you'll get there. So coming up here today, I think it took me around 30 minutes or so, probably a little bit more than 30 minutes. So I must be getting a little bit fitter. I'm not nearly as dead as I usually am at this time of the day. So if you've got the opportunity to practice running up hills, you know, get as many hills in as you can, because when you get to this point in the race, you'll thank yourself for it. Alright, so now we're going to kick into high gear and head down and try and get to the aid station at Tawatawa. Okay, so we come through the flat section, and now you know you've got just a short, sharp downhill, and then you're at the bottom of the tip track, and you can tick that one off. And so once we get down there, then it's just 500 metres up the road to the Tawa Tawa Reserve Aid Station. And so this next bit, not quite as runnable as the first bit's coming down here. So there, if your legs are up to it, you can run them no problem. But the next bit, because it's so steep and so rough and so crumbly, you really want to take good care going down this bit. It's quite easy to get this wrong because the rocks are really jagged, quite sharp. If you slip and fall over, you're likely to do some reasonable damage. So it's better to be a bit safer than sorry in this section. I remember these hard bits you had to grind all the way up. They were a lot easier going down. And you come around this big corner, you start to see that's the bottom of the tip track right there. You've almost done it. And that's the tip track done. Well done. So now it's across the road and up to the aid station. So this section it's uphill a little bit, but it's nice pavement, nice and flat, so you can stretch your legs a little bit and hammer it until you can get to the aid station and get through the cut-off on time. Okay, welcome to the Tawa Tawa Reserve aid station. This is your final aid station for the race and the final cut-off. So you need to be through here, in and out by 4 PM. And if you've done that, then what you need to do is hang tough, get to the end of the race, and you're done. So we've got up the tip track, come down the tip track successfully. So the next part, the last part, is from Tawa Tawa to the finish. And you'd think it'd be nice and easy, but not quite. There's still 3 hill climbs to go. Not nearly as big as what you've done, but they're still uphill. So check out the next video in the series, and that's from Tawa Tawa Reserve to the finish. So we'll catch you in that one.